It's a custom that Google delivers us a fresh new Pixel every year, and we believe that Google will send the Pixel 6 anytime now. It only seems like yesterday that Google officially launched the series for the first time, but now we're moving closer to the phone's 6th generation. Hello, and welcome to Tech Factuala. Be part of our channel by clicking the subscribe button and the bell icon for you to be notified every time we upload a new video. It would still take enormous strides until we get our hands on Google Pixel 6. You could just stand there and wait, or you can start finding out what this phone will bring into the market. This is what we're going to do in today's video. Release date and price. The Google Pixel 6 isn't expected to launch until the second half of 2021. There is no indication of a release date at this time, but recent Google release trends suggest October 2021 would be a good month to plug in for now. Google mentioned fall many times during its I/O developer conference, but provided no further specifics. The Pixel 3 and Pixel 4 were priced at the high end of the smartphone market, while the Pixel 5 was priced mid-range. It's unclear whether the Pixel 6 will be brought back up to flagship territory or whether Google will continue with the somewhat lower cost. If it stays in the same price range as the Pixel 5, we might see it start at approximately $699. For comparison, the Pixel 6 Pro is expected to be a flagship device, thus it will most likely be costlier. Design and display. You can now get your first glimpse at the Pixel 6's potential design, according to unofficial renders based on leaked photos. One of these represents a significant change. The designs reveal a camera block that spans the back and is stretched out at a 3-tone color scheme. The bezels are slim. The punch-hole selfie camera is central, and in addition to the colors, champagne gold and a white version will be available. Some even claim that there is a fingerprint scanner on the screen and that the backside is made of glass. According to a leak, there might also be a Google Pixel 6 Pro, but aside from the number of cameras and maybe the color options, the two appear to be almost similar. One of the other, more current descriptions from a source also supplied additional information, stating that the Google Pixel 6 Pro features a 6.67-inch curved AMOLED display with dimensions of 163.9 by 75.8 by 8.9 millimeters, with an 11.5 millimeters camera bump. The Google Pixel 6 Pro, according to the source, features twin stereo speakers, which is to be foreseen on some kind of premium phone. This design will also be used by Google, according to another source. They also released a leaked case with a camera bump, providing that it will go forward with this style. Another case leak has recently surfaced, revealing the probable design of the Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro. The cases are pictured here, in which it has the 6.3-inch Pixel 4 XL, with the Pixel 6's case being almost comparable in size. Color selections may differ from those shown in previews, with another leaker predicting peach, sand, and pink 3-tone options, as well as a silver and black variant and a green model. In addition, according to a source, the Pixel 6 Pro will feature a 120Hz QHD screen, whereas the Pixel 6 will have a smaller, perhaps 6.4-inch FHD flat screen with a 120Hz refresh rate. Moreover, we've heard that the Pixel 6 will have a 6.4-inch AMOLED display, and the Pixel 6 Pro will have a 6.71-inch plastic OLED display. Camera and battery. According to renders, the Pixel 6 will most probably have a dual-lens rear camera, while the Pixel 6 Pro will have a triple-lens camera. Furthermore, one source states that the Pro model will include a primary wide-angle camera and a periscope telephoto camera. Unfortunately, they wouldn't say anything about the third sensor, although it's most likely an ultra-wide. If the latter spec is true, the periscope may enable either 4.4x or 5x optical zoom, matching the Huawei Mate 40 Pro and the Xiaomi 11 Ultra. What's more is that we've heard that the Pixel 6 will include a 50 megapixels main camera with a bigger sensor than the Pixel 5, as well as an 8 megapixels periscope camera with 5x optical zoom and an ultra-wide camera. Surprisingly, leaked case photos show that the Pixel 6 Pro may have a different secondary lens than the Pixel 6, as the cutout of the Pro model's casing is smaller. However, it is unclear how they would vary. These cases and other reports also hint that the standard Pixel 6 lacks a periscope camera. However, such a snapper is typically square, and there's no indication of a square one on any Pixel 6 photos. This is supported by a more recent release, which claims that the Pixel 6 has a 50MP main camera and a 12MP ultra-wide camera, while the Pixel 6 Pro includes both of them plus a 48MP telephoto sensor. In addition, judging from one source, the Pixel 6 features an 8MP selfie camera, while the Pixel 6 Pro has a 12MP one. Meanwhile, the Google Camera app code reveals that the Pixel 6's front-facing camera may enable 4K video recording, which is a greater resolution than most selfie cameras. A patent from Google outlines a possible future phone without some kind of visible selfie camera. Although the patent doesn't explain how, the camera appears to be under the screen, as seen today on the ZTE Axon 20 5G. The latest patent also mentions an under-display selfie camera. However, it is believed that this technology will be reserved for the Pixel 7. Not really for the Pixel 6, because leaks of Pixel 6 images reveal a visible selfie camera. For the battery, one post revealed that the Pixel 6 Pro is a 5,000 mAh one and that the Pixel 6 would be less. We've heard the same thing elsewhere, but this tip mentions the Pixel 6's battery as well, revealing that it's 4,614 mAh. We also did hear that perhaps the phones would, unsurprisingly, enable wireless charging. This may allow faster wireless charging than the Pixel 5's 12W, though given evidence of a new wireless charger has been discovered in Android 12 code, as well as a reference from fans that it is a feature that helps keep the phone and charger cool when pumping out a lot of power. Google Pixel 6 Whitechapel chip. This is where things start to get interesting. One of the most pressing issues for Google will be deciding which processor to employ in its next flagship device. Google chose the Snapdragon 765G for the Pixel 5, a respectable system on chip, but not near as strong as Qualcomm's 8 series chipsets, such as the Snapdragon 865 that powered the majority of last year's best Android phones. The Snapdragon 888 is the premier Qualcomm silicone right now, powering the Galaxy S21 family and also the OnePlus 9 series. However, it appears as Google will go on an entirely different path. Rumors circulated a year ago that Google was working with Samsung to build its chipset, and now there's a new report from 9 to 5 Google. Google says that the Whitechapel processors are set for use with Google's next phones, insinuating that the Pixel 6 would utilize a Google-designed chipset, similar to how Apple built its own chips for the iPhone series. Max Weinbach presented Whitechapel and said it'll appear in performance between the Snapdragon 888 and the 865 in 2020. The possibility to add its own neural processor unit, or NPU, and image signal processor, or ISP, to the chip is the primary appeal for Google. Many AI features will be powered by them, mainly boosting Pixel's acclaimed computational photography chops. According to a later report, the Whitechapel processor may be as strong as the Snapdragon 870. However, estimates from the product validation test units show otherwise. The processor will supposedly be powered by 2 Cortex-A78 cores, 2 Cortex-A76 cores, and 3 Cortex-A55 cores. It's also possible that a Mali G78 GPU will be included. Transitioning to one's own processors would be a major leap for Google, but it would also carry significant risks for the company and its phones. That's everything we've got so far on the Google Pixel 6. Be sure always to check the latest, as rumors aren't yet tired and still are coming forth. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share, and comment down below your sentiments. We'll see you at the next one.